Okay, and today we're gonna be talking about adverbs. We covered adjectives last time, so this is kind of the backside of that. Adjectives and adverbs are very similar. They still modify a part of speech. Like I said, they are a describer. It can tell you what kind, which one, how many. It gives you more information and it answers a question. Very same subject, but different partners. Remember, adjectives were connected to nouns and pronouns. It would be a long line, or 12 cakes, or a brown dog, or anything. It's always about a noun. An adverb is a little bit different. Like I said, adjectives are with nouns and pronouns. She is happy. Car and she, nouns, pronouns. Adverbs, and like I said, that's what I always learned it. It's got verb in the word, so it's gonna be with the verb. Adverbs are gonna be connected to verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Like I said, it describes, it tells you how. Like I said, it answers a question. So in this case, this one here, our verb is swim. We can say, the children swam in the creek. Well, how did they swim? Well, they swam noisily. They were very loud, splashing around. But that's it, noisily. See, it's got that ly on the end. We have noisy and ILY. A lot of the times, if a word has ly, it's going to be an adverb. Now, I say a lot of times that's not always going to be the case. That's why you need to double check. Always make sure it's connected to a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So like I said, swam noisily. It could be connected to an adjective. You could say very colorful. If I had on, like I'm white today, but if I was wearing a colorful shirt, and you could say you were telling somebody about it. It was just so colorful. You had to tell somebody about it. And they said, well, I mean, was it really that colorful? You could say it was very colorful. And very would be an adverb because it's connected to that adjective, colorful. And like I said, an adverb could be connected to another adverb. We could say quietly. Like I said, quietly would be describing how we maybe walked. If you're trying to get to the kitchen at night and get something to eat, not wake everybody up, you would walk quietly. But like I said, if it was something like that in the kitchen very late, you would walk very quietly. And again, very is our adverb because it's connected to our other adverb, quietly. Like I said, it's often, not always, going to end in ly. That's going to be the key to look for here. And so like I said, we have just some more practice. I'm hoping y'all got some paper to do it at home. I'm not just talking, but it's practice. The baby slept quietly. So slept is going to be our verb. How did that baby sleep? Well, she slept quietly. That might be number 2. My grandpa speaks slowly. Well, speaks is going to be our verb. And so our adverb, how did he speak? Slowly. And number 3, the boy is too careless. Well, in this case, this one's going to be a little tricky. Is going to be our verb. And so, is careless is going to be an adjective, not an adverb. Because careless is not something that talks about is. Careless talks about the boy. But if careless is our adjective, then to is going to be our adverb. Because to tells me how careless he is. So again, it just describes the extent of something. So like I said, it can be an adverb, just in summary. An adverb can be with a verb. An adjective. Or another adverb. And like I said, that's the 3 ways they can be applied. And that's just some examples of how you might see that.